Welcome back to Pentiment. It is Vespers, the troops have arrived, and we once again have to accuse somebody of murder. So, let's do it. We don't have much time, so let's get this over with. I know some of you are frightened. Some of you want to give up, but we have to see this through. Maybe we can't get what we've been fighting for, but we can get justice for Otto. That's right, for Otto! Justice! Dad, what about the Duke's soldiers? They've been getting closer all day. I know. That's why we have to do this now, before it's too late. All we need now is for Andreas to tell us who did it. Well, that sounds easy. Uh-oh. No more stalling, Andreas. We need to know who killed Otto, and we need to know now. Can Andreas even tell us the truth? Goodness. What? Why not? I didn't lie 7 years ago, and I'm not going to start now. I'll tell you so that justice can be served, not so you can fulfill your revenge. But what are we going to tell? Andreas is right. Violence is not the answer. The guilty party should face the law, not a mob. I'm not debating this, Ulrich. We're out of time. Acting now is the only way to get justice. We can't let anything stop us. A name, Andreas. Just give us a name. We'll do the rest. Yeah, they don't even want to see the evidence. That's the problem. She made it, everyone. She made it. Rachel gave birth to a baby girl. We know who that is, yeah? Right on time. Quiet! Quiet! Oh, it's fresh. It's not even bathed yet. Everyone needs to stay back and give Rachel space. Yeah, exactly. What's everybody doing in here? Oh. Yes, Agnes, of course. All is well. Praise God. Safe and sound. And a baby girl. Baruch Hashem. With everything going on, with everything that could have happened. God be praised. Thank God. Such a blessing. Thank God indeed. Oh. Huh? Peter, I'm sorry. I can't keep supporting you anymore. I understand your cause, but I need to protect my daughter and keep my friends safe. I've already lost Marie and Bert. I can't bear to lose anyone else. If bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us, I'll do it gladly. I believe in the cause, Peter, but not at the cost of any more violence. I think in that situation he is indeed right. The change has to be in a different way. Not now, because then everybody will just be slaughtered, right? I mean, the peasants are right, and I'm technically on their side, but if they're dead, what good is that? They need to keep pushing. locally. But in this situation, they're just not enough. If they could have connected with other peasants from other regions and could put up a fight with at least a little chance of victory, then go for it. But these few people here, they can't do anything. Please excuse me, everyone. I need a moment to myself. And, right, that was the moment where he thought he can't risk it, because he has a little kid that he has to take care of, and new life was born, so he now values life more than the cause itself. He just can't take it if she will die or if anything would happen to her, which includes him dying, right? If he dies, she goes down with him. In this time and age, maybe somebody would take her in, but not as their own daughter, so she wouldn't have any chances. And with him alive, she has at least a chance to get a respectable job. Maybe he's right. This is too much. Right, what about your safety? The matter isn't so straightforward. How can you all so easily give up? That soldier said the Duke would consider concessions for the town if we release the abbot. Surely that will be enough. Again, I technically would choose this, but not with this few people. We need an army. We don't have one. So, if we want the people to survive, we have to calm them down. It may be enough to approach the Duke's soldiers, especially if you let the abbot go. It might be the case that they don't care. If the abbot's out of danger, then everything will go back to how it was before. But the peasants can still rebel, right? Force will not solve anything. Letting the abbot go and getting concessions is the best solution for everyone, Peter. Letting the abbot go would be justice, wouldn't it? If he's not the one who killed Otto. You townsfolk don't understand. Letting the abbot go won't fix anything. Yeah, he might be right, but letting him not go won't fix anything either in this situation. If we can't get the concessions we need, all peasants will starve and die in the end. And then where will Tassing be? But if that is the case, then they will see that it was wrong at least. So, yeah, you can starve and die, and then nobody will get food because the peasants are gone. So it's kind of a slow recognition of the wrongs they do. Or you could fight and die, and then again, no peasants are there who feed the people. So the outcome is the same. The second choice is just slower, and there might be a chance that they recognize it before it's too late, right? So they have to make concessions, otherwise nobody will get fed. Because it's the peasants that feed the people. They have to see that at some point. Besides, Otto's death needs to be vindicated. Don't walk away from this now, Ulrich. I have not swayed from the cause, Peter. Rest assured. But, Ulrich, this isn't your fight. Gret, it is moral and Christian to stand with the peasants. I cannot do otherwise. Yeah, so we still stand with them. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Damn you all. Such behavior is reckless and cruel, especially right now. Get out, all of you. Let Rachel rest. Yes, Agnes, we will go now. Andreas, we're not done. We must still find justice for Otto before the Duke's soldiers arrive. Let's leave Rachel and the baby be at least. Vice-Major. No more stalling, no more interruptions. Tell us what you know, Andreas. Give us a name. Give us a name, or the monks can burn along with their precious books. Mobbing the culprit won't give you any concessions. Let's just give the murderer to the Duke's men instead. The Duke might not care, though, about the murder, because, well, it was just some townsfolk, right? Remember your promise. You let them go. You won't hurt them. Yes, I remember, but first you need to give us what we want. Tell us. I have one more condition. God damn it, Mahler. We don't have time for this. Let Caspar leave. He doesn't have to be wrapped up in this mess. But... I mean, we are not imprisoned. We cannot send him away on his own, right? What? Leave? Yes, fine, the boy can leave. It's not his fight. Ah, and we messed that up? But that's good. Encourage Caspar to learn from your mistakes as an artist. Showed concern for Caspar on St. John's Eve. Cared for Caspar after you fell into the cistern. So he's loyal to us because we did that. Otherwise he would leave. So in that case, failing is the good thing to do. Please, Caspar, I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. That is now more, he wants him to leave because of the soldiers, right? Because of what could happen if there is a slaughter about to happen. He doesn't want him to be involved. Not that quarrel here. Now I understand. No, Master Andreas, I won't leave you. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Find your way back to Salzburg, back to your family. But that's more dangerous, maybe, than staying here. Please. No. Master Andreas, you will teach me again when this is all over, right? You'll teach me again when this is all over. Of course, Caspar. I'll be right behind you. All right. I'll see you soon, Master. Oh, he is leaving. Who killed Otto? Pick a suspect to rally the mob against. Press hold to confirm your choice. We have Martin. Brigitta admitted to knowing all along that the Martin Bauer who returned to Tassing was actually a man named Jobst Ferber. She says she kept his secret because she much preferred Jobst as a husband to Martin. It's clear to me from the evidence I've gathered that the man that's been calling himself Martin Bauer for the last several years is actually an imposter named Jobst Ferber. We know that, we knew that from the beginning. It was pretty obvious. During St. John's Eve, Anna stole a note that was seemingly left for Martin Bauer. It suggested Otto knew who Martin was and stated the place and time where Otto was later murdered. I'm not convinced. Joshua, one of the peasants staying at the Golden Hand, seemed to recognize Martin from one of the other towns they'd passed through. Yeah, we have here only the note, and that's not enough for me. Hannah. Caspar and I overheard Hannah Berggren speaking with Leonard Müller. She said she was glad someone killed Otto because an uprising would have threatened pilgrim visits to the shrine of St. Moritz, which would have been disastrous for the Golden Hand. Also, it's clear she's having an affair with the miller. Kilian Berger gave me a note he found on the floor while cleaning. It's clearly from the thread puller, yeah. It suggested that Otto was going to destroy the abbey at the hand of St. Moritz. Fabian mentioned that Hannah's frequent visits to the Rathaus seemed odd. She may have been inspecting the site for a convenient way to kill Otto. I mean, there is the detail that Otto was not killed by human force. He was killed by something that was dropped on him. So it suggests that it was somebody who would not have been able or willing to kill someone in person. And I think Martin would have just killed him, right? With his own hands. Because he used to be a criminal and he might have done that before. So his threshold to actually killing somebody would have been much lower to Hannah and Guy. So I think these are our best suspects still. So, yeah. Now, Guy. I found a jar in the herb hut at the convent containing golden rings and other jewels. Sister Marguerite identified Brother Guy as the monk who hid them there. I found the abbey's financial ledgers in the sacristy. Brother Guy was balancing the books using a double bookkeeping method. He keeps meticulous records. Maybe too meticulous. There was a mostly blank scrap of parchment between the pages. Its purpose is unclear. I found a book in the apertoire that seems quite out of place. It's a manual on enacting necromancy rituals. There was also a loose piece of paper with handwritten notes tucked between the pages. I found fresh lemons tucked inside Brother Guy's old scribe desk. Odd. Yeah, that's the lemons he used to write that page in the ledger. Brother Ferenc confirmed that the necromancy book is indeed used to summon demons. Specifically, the page with the handwritten notes details instructions for commanding a demon to kill a man. Brother Guy used lemon juice to write an invisible message on the sheet of parchment inside the abbey ledger. By holding the parchment over a flame, I was able to make the hidden message appear. It was the second brief ledger of deposits that Brother Guy was making to a Fugger bank account through a contact in Augsburg. This is clear evidence that he's stealing from the abbey. Sister Amalie, Amalie, overheard Guy's confession to Father Thomas. Otto saw him writing in the abbey's financial ledger and confronted him about it, determined to prove the abbey was hoarding money. Guy confessed to Father Thomas that he was embezzling money from the abbey. Sister Emily told us because she recognized that Guy was abusing the seal of confession to ensure Thomas would not tell the abbot. Now I need to see if I can find any more evidence. Yeah, and we never found those. And I wouldn't know whether to look. Because we went up to the abbey again. There was nothing. I don't know what would have triggered more evidence here. So, both have a strong motive, but this one is only indicated by the thread puller. This one is a genuine self-inflicted motive. So, Guy also said when he still talked to us that he saw somebody in the costume and said that they were dark-haired, which would be Hannah. Problem is that if he is the murderer, he would of course lie about that because he's blonde. Right? To not make himself a suspect. She is dark-haired. But her motive is not strong enough, in my opinion. Maybe there would have been more if we had talked to the miller, if she had, I don't know, some violent history or something. But Guy, he's a cunning person. Always was. Maybe that's why I like to suspect him here, because he doesn't have my sympathies. But he has also the strongest motive. We know that Otto found out and confronted him. He would have lost everything if Otto had used that against him. So here we go. It was Brother Guy. Doing the abbot's bidding? Maybe we'll be burning down the abbey after all. No, Guy acted alone. He was stealing money from the abbey. Otto tried to see Guy's ledger at the scriptorium. When Guy refused, Otto said he'd see it one way or another. So he panicked. One way or another, he'd be caught, either by Otto or the abbot. Only a few days ago, Guy hid some of his stolen money in one of the sisters' herbs jars. One of the sisters identified him, and I saw the stolen money with my own eyes. It was a small fortune. It sounds like the brothers learned their greed from the abbot. I found a book in the abattoir and confirmed it was Brother Guy who brought it there. The book was a manual of magic. Guy had marked a section he could use to cast a spell on Otto. I mean, that's another thing. He tried it with magic. So maybe that would mean that he wasn't the murderer, because that obviously didn't work out. He wasn't killed by magic. He was killed by men. So maybe he wasn't, or he didn't do it. I don't know. Magic? God protect us. We won't touch the others, Andreas, but if Brother Guy killed Otto, he needs to face justice. All right, Peter. We've heard Andreas out, but the accused should be allowed to defend themselves. I've heard enough. We're getting Guy. Yeah, but he should be able to defend himself. Let's be better than the church people. Search the abbey for Brother Guy. Was he with the other monks? What if they are protecting him? Quickly, get to the scriptorium. Gosh. They will torch it down in the end, will they? By accident? I saw Guy running out of the church just now. He was headed towards Leonard's mill. Oh. Maybe they worked together. Let's go! Get after him! That's awesome. Stay back, brutes! This won't end well for any of you. He's protecting him. Yeah, maybe. They had a conspiracy going on. Like, he conspired with Guy stealing money. Huh, that would make sense, actually. Brother Guy is my protection, and I won't hesitate to shoot you like the animals you are. So we should have talked to him, maybe, and then we would have found out. And that was the last evidence. So stay away from my fucking mill. And you, Andreas, I thought you'd made something of yourself. It seems you're really as pathetic as the rest of this lot. Just give us the murderer, Leonard. Don't make things worse. You're an asshole, Leonard. You always had the wrong ideas about the peasants. I never agreed with you. Yeah. One of these two. He won't just give him to us, so we could escalate here. I mean, it's true, he is an asshole, so let's just say it right away. Maybe he gets scared. But the problem is he has a gun. So at least somebody will die if we escalate. That's bad. Why do you bring torches to a gunfight? Gosh. No one even has a pitchfork that we could throw or something. I thought you were a man of stature, Andreas, but you're just a spineless bastard. It'll be the death of you, I know it. We are spineless? We are for the cause. That's not spineless. Else take the boy and go. You don't need to be involved in this. Else. Elsa? Oh yeah, the wife. Good. Whew. No, Elsa! Don't shoot her. Don't you dare disobey me. Paul, you hear me? Get your mother back inside. No, don't. Just run. I'm not staying here any longer. I'm taking Mom and we're leaving somewhere far away from you. Good. Whew. That went well at least. You'll regret this, boy. I won't be responsible for how your life turns out if you leave. Leonard, let them go. They've lived under your rule long enough. I should have expected this from you, Paul. You've always been a sad excuse for a son. He is an ass. And Elsa, if you do this, you won't find anyone else to love you. You'll be a feckless old crone like that Ottilia, Elsa. Don't you worry, she won't. It's over, Leonard. They're gone. You're not so high and mighty now, are you? You're going to lose everything, just like us. Give up, Miller. There's more of us than you in that mill, and you can't shoot us all. Give us that dirty monk, you bastard. I didn't do anything. You have to believe me. I had nothing against Otto, nothing against the peasants. I'm on your side. How that? You're a liar, a thief, and a murderer. And now you'll pay for it. You're all mad. That isn't how the laws work, and you know it. Your blabbering will change nothing. You've never given a damn about law or justice or propriety or fucking decency a day in your life, Leonard. Ha! You've let me have my way for years, Peter, and then shit all about it. You've never stood up for anything, and you won't get any further today. Covered. Peter, Leonard, please let us search for peace tonight. Such language is not Christian. Coward am I? Come down here and face me like a man, you piece of shit. Please, everyone calm down. We can still talk this out. Violence is not the answer, Peter. In this situation, I'm not so sure about that anymore. You can't blame the man, Ulrich. Force is all Peter and his family knows. It certainly worked with Christine. What? How dare you even speak her name, much less suggest... No, he got shot. He doesn't have good aim. Leonard, you killed him! Murder! You monster! Burn him! Make him pay! Justice! You've been a menace on this town long enough, Leonard, but murder? You've brought this on yourself. Let both of the murderers die together. Don't burn down the windmill. It's not the windmill's fault. You can use it. Andreas, troops are advancing on the town. We need to go now. We must let the abbot out so he can talk to the Duke's soldiers. If you don't get the abbot out, he won't be able to stop the soldiers. Yeah, he said that, so he's right, let's go. Dang. That's crazy. Father Abbot, you can come out. The peasants won't hurt you now. Oh, dang. So it turns out we should have talked to Leonard. And maybe we would have found out that he and Guy had something going on. We don't know actually what, but most probably he profited from the situation. But I'll end the episode here. In the next one, we will find out if we can resolve the situation with the soldiers, if they will leave the village alone, and I do hope so. because there's nothing we can do against them. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Have a wonderful and adventurous day, and goodbye.